Episode 6, The Prophecy, A World Awakening. The Oku forest had revealed its secrets to Anya, layer by layer. The heart-shaped tree, the subterranean world, the epic battle against darkness. These experiences had transformed her from a curious explorer into a guardian of the ancient wisdom. And yet, she sensed there was more, a final piece to the puzzle yet to be discovered. It was during one of her solitary treks that she encountered her, an old woman, her skin etched with lines that spoke of a lifetime spent in harmony with the forest. Her eyes held the wisdom of centuries, and when she spoke, her voice was like the rustling of leaves in autumn. "You are not of this place, child," she began, her voice carrying a haunting melody. Anya was startled. How could this woman know? She had lived her entire life believing she was a product of this world. The old woman's gaze held Anya's, her eyes piercing through the layers of the younger woman's being. Yet the forest calls you. It recognizes you as one who carries the seed of knowledge, a spark from an ancient flame. Intrigued and apprehensive, Anya listened. The woman spoke of a time long past when humans and nature were one, a time of harmony and abundance, when the earth yielded its bounty without complaint. But then came the turning point, a great upheaval that severed the bond between humanity and the natural world. "And now," the old woman continued, her voice filled with a sense of foreboding, "a new era dawns, an era of reckoning, a time when the old ways will be tested and the world will either heal or perish." Her words sent shivers down Anya's spine. She had sensed a growing imbalance in the world, a disconnection from nature that was becoming increasingly apparent. But to hear it spoken so bluntly, with such certainty, was terrifying. "A foreigner will come," the old woman prophesied, "one who carries the light but also the shadow. This one will determine the fate of the world." Anya was baffled. A foreigner. She was the foreigner. She had come from the outside world to explore the Oku, but the old woman shook her head. "Not you, child," she clarified, her voice gentle but firm. "Another, one who will arrive from a distant land, bearing the mark of destiny." Days turned into weeks as Anya pondered the old woman's words. Who was this foreigner? What was their role in the grand scheme of things? And what did it mean for her? Driven by a sense of urgency, Anya delved deeper into the forest's archives, seeking answers. The ancient carvings, the cryptic symbols, all seemed to point towards a future shrouded in mystery. She spent countless hours meditating, trying to connect with the forest's consciousness, to glean any insights. As the days passed, a growing unease settled over her. The world outside the Oku seemed to be changing rapidly. Climate change, pollution, deforestation. These were not just environmental issues. They were symptoms of a deeper malaise, a spiritual disconnection. Anya realized that the old woman's prophecy was not just about a distant future. It was a call to action, a warning about the present. She was not just a guardian of the forest. She was a guardian of the planet. With renewed determination, Anya embarked on a mission. She would use her knowledge, her connection to the Oku, to raise awareness about the crisis facing the world. She would become a bridge between the ancient wisdom and the modern world, a catalyst for change. The path ahead was uncertain, fraught with challenges. But Anya was ready. Armed with the knowledge of the forest and the courage of her convictions, she stepped into the world, ready to face whatever came her way. Anya emerged from the Oku forest transformed. The tranquility of the ancient woods had seeped into her soul, forging a resilience that matched the towering redwoods. She carried within her the weight of the old woman's prophecy, a burden and a purpose intertwined. Her first step was to document her experiences. She wrote about the anomalies, the subterranean world, the heart-shaped tree, and the confrontation with darkness. Her words were raw, filled with a passion that ignited a spark of curiosity in those who read them. Slowly but surely, Anya became a voice for the forest. She spoke at conferences, engaged in dialogues with scientists, and connected with indigenous communities around the world. Her message was simple yet profound. The health of the planet was inextricably linked to the health of its forests. But there were those who dismissed her as an eccentric, a dreamer. The world was more interested in profit than preservation, in short-term gains over long-term sustainability. Yet, Anya persisted, her spirit unbroken by the indifference and cynicism that surrounded her. Then, a breakthrough came. A young scientist inspired by Anya's work discovered a new species of plant deep within the Amazon rainforest. This plant, it turned out, had extraordinary properties, capable of absorbing carbon dioxide at an unprecedented rate. It was a glimmer of hope, a testament to the untapped potential of the natural world. Anya seized the opportunity. She rallied support, raised funds, and established the Oku Foundation. The goal was ambitious: to create a global network of forest sanctuaries, places where nature could thrive without human interference. As the foundation grew, so did the opposition. Powerful corporations, driven by greed, saw the forest as a resource to be exploited, not protected. Anya found herself at the center of a storm, her life threatened, her reputation attacked. But she refused to be silenced. She used her platform to expose the dark side of progress, the environmental devastation caused by unchecked industrialization. She spoke of the ancient wisdom, of the interconnectedness of all living things. Her message resonated with millions. People began to question their consumption habits, their relationship with the natural world. A global movement was born, a movement fueled by hope and determination. Meanwhile, the search for the prophesied foreigner continued. Anya traveled the world, visiting secret sites, consulting with spiritual leaders. She sought signs, clues, anything that might lead her to the one destined to change the world. Then, a mysterious artifact appeared, discovered in an ancient temple in the Himalayas. It was a small, crystalline object that emitted a faint, pulsating light. Anya recognized it immediately. It was like the crystals she had found in the Oku's subterranean world. As she studied the artifact, a vision flashed before her eyes. She saw a young woman, her spirit as pure as mountain snow, standing at the crossroads of destiny. The woman was surrounded by darkness, yet a light emanated from within her. Anya knew she had found her. The foreigner was out there, waiting to be awakened.